Located on the Ashley River, the Citadel, founded in 1842, the Military College of South Carolina has for over 167 years provided a complete educational experience which emphasizes honor, leadership, service, and academics. The Corps of Cadets is divided into 19 companies that live in 5 barracks. Other major buildings on campus include the Summerall Chapel, Mark Clark Hall, Bond Hall, and the Daniel Library. One of the most recognizable symbols of the Citadel is the Citadel class ring. The ring's oval crest is dominated by a reproduction of the palmetto tree, the state tree of South Carolina. This represents the fort on Sullivan's Island, Fort Moultrie, which was built from palmetto logs, which successfully resisted many British attacks during the Revolutionary War. The 2 oval shields at the base of the tree are miniature replicas of the state shields. The inscriptions on the shields are accurate and can be read with a magnifying glass. On the right side of the ring is a star that symbols the shelling of the Star of the West, the first shots of the Civil War. It also memorializes all Citadel cadets and graduates who have died in defense of their country. The U.S. and state flags symbolize the unity and coordination between South Carolina and the federal government. On the left side of the ring are a rifle and .30 caliber bullet, which symbolize the infantry, the original military science department at the college. A sword symbolizes the cadet officer. The concept of peace is represented by a laurel and wreath. Although hard to see, behind the muzzle of the rifle is an oak leaf, which symbolizes the characteristics of strength and endurance. On January 9, 1861, Citadel cadets stationed on Morris Island fired on the Star of the West, which was attempting to resupply Fort Sumter. This engagement is considered the first shots of the Civil War. Since their involvement in the Civil War, Citadel cadets and graduates have served their country with distinction throughout every war.
At that time, I was on the Board of Visitors. I wasn't an assistant commandant. But we're the body that planned the rules and regulations for those young ladies. I'll never forget, I received a call in July, just after the Board of Visitors, of which I was a member, had voted to allow females to come to the Citadel. And it was a gentleman named Mr. Nick Mentopoulos. I knew him for many years. He was a member of the Secret Service. His son Mike was on the 1st Battalion staff. He was a young rising captain. And he was going to go in the Air Force when he graduated. Anyway, Mr. Mentopoulos called me and says, "Harv, I'm so proud of my son Mike because the Citadel has done so much for him. And he's been a good cadet." And I acknowledge that because Mike had been a good cadet. He said, "Well, what would you think if I told you that Jeannie, that's his daughter, wanted to come to the Citadel?" And I said, Nick, rather, if she's coming for the right reasons, I want her to come. And by the right reasons, I meant she wasn't coming for publicity or something like that, just to make herself a little famous. And she said, no, she's coming because she wants to be a Citadel cadet, which she had mentioned to me when she was about 12 years old. Well, anyway, Jeannie came with the first 4. One was going to be Nancy Mace, the daughter of General Mace, who was the commandant. The other was Petra Leftinska from Washington, D.C., who is really from Prague. Czech Republic, excuse me. And the next one was a girl named Messner, and then Jeannie Mentopoulos. Well, we went to a lot of pains to make sure that whatever we did in the Board of Visitors to set the rules and regulations for the bringing in of females was going to be good. Because we'd had another young lady come in just before her who lasted a half a day. Her name was Faulkner. That seems like a long time ago. But anyway, the 4 girls came. And what have we done, the Board of Visitors? We had sat down and established the rules.
I'm the Assistant Athletic Director for the facilities at the Citadel Athletic Department, and I'm also the keeper of the mascots for the school. We have General and Boo. We've had them basically for now 6 years. Both of them are 6 years old. General is 2 months older than what Boo is. We got him in August, and we got Boo in November. Both the mascots attend all the facility games we have as far as football, baseball, basketball. Both of them travel. General travels extensively every football game. We go on the road trips. Both of them go to parades, pre and post parade. We don't do during parade simply because other people bring dogs and they like to bark at them. The mascots are the symbol of the school, as you know. We've had mascots since 1928.
Kick is up, it's good.
There are many famous alumni of the Citadel who serve in all walks of life. One of the most famous and controversial is Pat Conroy, class of '67, a famous writer. Many of his books have been influenced by his life experiences. The Great Santini is about his childhood and the abuse he suffered at the hands of his father. The Prince of Tides is also about his family and life experiences. 3 of his books, The Lords of Discipline, My Losing Season, and The Boo, are books written about his experiences at the Citadel. The Lords of Discipline angered many Citadel faithful, and for a while, Pat Conroy was not welcome at the school. These feelings have changed in recent years, and the Citadel has once again embraced Pat Conroy as a graduate of the school. He has been awarded an honorary degree and has delivered a commencement address. 2 years ago, his cousin Ed, also a Citadel graduate, became the head basketball coach at the Citadel. Pat Conroy is often spotted at games cheering the team on.